biggest game of life.
Hello everyone, I'm Mike Gribbett and welcome to Oh What a Night, where we have a look at all the excitement throughout season 2001 and the game that will be at Stadium Australia tomorrow night between the Newcastle Knights and the Parramatta Eels. Joining us is a man who's been in the thick of the action all this week, Jimmy Callan. And Jim, welcome along.
Thanks very much, Mike. It's been a busy week, but a great week. Paul Harrigan also, thanks for joining us. A nice legend. You're there in 97, mate. You must just be soaking this week up. Yeah, no, it's been a massive week, hasn't it? And this year's just been tremendous as well. But I think I'm like most people right now. It's 7:30 on a Saturday night before the big one. I'm nervous. So it's just great now to be able to sit back and relax and go through the whole year and work out why our boys are going to be
All right, well, let's get into it. With all the excitement this week, it's hard to believe it was only 7 nights ago that Newcastle qualified for tomorrow's grand final. And what a classic final it was against the Sharks to get the Knights in.
It was an arm wrestle that weighed heavily on the bounce of the ball.
Ball goes down.
Newcastle's got a chance. Vince Kennedy. Kennedy's over. And there's the kick. Wide. Oh, Mark Hughes is over. He's onside. The put down is okay. And we believe that he's taken a part of the line as he put it down. What does the video referee think? It's a try. It is a try for Newcastle.
But still, the Knights only led by 2 points. It took until 5 minutes to go before Sean Rudder steered Ben Kennedy over to seal it.
Here's it across for Rudder. Rudder puts up a nice looking kick. They go up, they got the ball, they're over. Kennedy! Ben Kennedy has scored. They are doing the handsprings, they are doing the high fives. They know they've won it. They know they are going to Stadium Australia.
All good things come to those who wait, and everything happened for a reason, mate. I've come to learn that over the past couple of years, and hopefully this is going to be the year.
No, there's nothing better that's happened to me in my life up until now, and hopefully it'll be a good week and it'll be a good win next week.
It's something I'll cherish for the rest of my life, my first grand final. Probably don't get too many opportunities in your career, and I just enjoy the week and hopefully come out with a win.
Absolutely fantastic, and there was a fair bit of elation, but some reserve feeling in the dressing room after the match too. Yeah, a sign of confidence, the fact that we weren't just overawed and happy to be in the grand final. We knew that the week started from now and they were getting ready, but there's a show. A lot of people asked me, what were you thinking there? And I didn't know at the time the camera was on me, obviously, but I was just really, really proud. I knew it was like someone pressed the rewind button in my memory, went back to the game when we played North Sydney, and just talking to a few of the boys there, don't touch my shoulder, but look, I liked the way how they reacted in the dressing sheds. They were calm, they were collected, but it's going to be a great match.
Well, boys, the Knights were in. Just who they'd play was decided the following day with another great match at Stadium Australia that saw a jittery minor premiers beat the defending premiers.
As Brisbane's big names took it all in, Parramatta's heroes also lined up. And in just the second play of the day, Hodgson cracked the Broncos line.
Loses the ball.
Hodgson's support play also gave the Eels early momentum. The signs weren't good for Brisbane.
The 30-metre line.
The Broncos complained of a shepherd when Drew looked for runners, but Moody was awarded the first 4-pointer.
Lions got Moody with it. Moody's over.
Brisbane's response came on the back of a Lockyer break, and no human was going to stop Carlaw.
Carlaw's over.
Sivanasiva also produced a power play.
Big run by Sivanasiva.
And trapped deep in goal, Saylor had no right to do this.
Magnificent job.
It went from one end to the other. Again, Hodgson threatened only to be denied by Priddis.
Oh, an ankle tapping.
A lucky bounce landed Berrigan a try. But by half-time, it was the Eels who held a slender lead.
Gets it back for Marsh. Marsh is over.
While poor handling disrupted the Eels' first half, it couldn't have been better for Lyon in the second.
Jamie Lyons away.
Brisbane narrowed the lead when Takiri barged over. But 2 penalties to Taylor kept Parramatta 8 in front. 24-16 to the Eels, only marred by first-half mistakes.
This game will prepare them, it will harden them for next week.
We need to find out. They need to be honest, and we need to have a bit of an appraisal, because it's most unlike us to make that many errors.
Yes, well, we've only got to wait 24 hours or so to see if that maybe does make a difference. The nerves building, I'm sure. We saw the Knights leave today on the bus to go down. They're in Sydney tonight, as we said at the head of the show. Paul, that must have brought back some great memories for yourself.
It was. There was 2 things that were really important in 97 that emotionally and psychologically made a big difference. And it was when we left on this bus, it just took me by surprise. The amount of energy and just the desperation on the faces. And not just by, there was tens of thousands of people, not just there that lined the street all the way out, but just the looks on their faces. You could just tell how much it really did mean. And these guys, particularly the guys who went there before, it's going to be a tremendous experience. Yeah, there is just some of the scene. Unbelievable. It just is, and it makes a difference. There was a meeting later on that night that we had a meeting amongst the players, and it was, you know, well spoke about the fact that Mark Glanville and a few of the boys got really emotional, including myself. But that bus trip was the next best thing, and it makes the difference.
Well, the Knights are in Sydney after that fantastic send-off of the pitches we've just watched. We caught up with their football manager, Mark Sargent, to find out how they'll now spend the last few hours before kick-off.
Well, I think we've been fairly sort of trying to stick to a routine, which I think the players are fairly comfortable with at the moment. We'll travel on Saturday afternoon. We'll leave here about midday, leave Marathon midday or so. Straight to Stadium Australia, we'll train at 3 o'clock there for about an hour or so. And there from the hotel, the guys will have a feed about 6:30. And we may have a little bit of a meeting, that sort of thing. Sunday morning it's breakfast. We usually go and have a game of cricket. There's been a competition going on all year, and they'll go and do that, which is a bit of a loosen up and burns a bit of time. Then they'll have lunch. Then they probably go and have a bit of a rest. There's another small meal available to them later in the afternoon for those who are a bit hungry, and we'll probably leave the hotel sort of order 5:45, get out to the stadium and soak up a bit of the atmosphere before we start prepping.
Yeah, it's so important that they keep calm. It'll be like a ritual. Everything they normally do, they will do, like you said, with the cricket. And because when you get to the dressing sheds, honestly, it's like being in the centre of the universe, the epicentre, and everything else revolves around it. The pressure's really there. But those young blokes will stick to their usual routine, and Mick Hagan will keep them calm. He's great at that. All right, with the team in Sydney tonight, counting down the hours to kick off, all will try and relax. For most, this will be the longest wait of all. It'll give them a chance to reflect on a week none of them will forget.
The team soaked up the soreness of a bruising preliminary final as the questions began. How bad is Andrew John's hip muscle injury? Fans suffered early symptoms of grand final fever as tickets to the big one became the hottest in town.
Well, I was there last night, and if they won, I was coming here to get tickets. I want to make sure I'm there.
The following morning, some were rewarded as the remaining 6,000 tickets sold out in an hour. Ben Kennedy got a prize too, voted the club's player's player by his peers. On Tuesday, it really started. A bevy of media almost outnumbered the squad as the team polished up for the team photo.
Well, they putting these on and walking out for the photo today, you just feel like tackling someone at the moment.
Andrew Johns and co battled the biggest press conference they'd ever seen, and the half just tackled more questions about that hip.
It's an upper quad sort of strain, and the ultrasound showed no bleeding or no tear, so...
But he did hope this would be the last grand final played at night.
It'd be a lot easier if it was a day game because, a lot of the boys struggle to relax during the day, and, you try to have a sleep during the day, but it's very hard.
Wednesday was Supporters' Day, and didn't they turn out in their droves? It was the last chance for fans to mix with their favourite players, and they gave a hint of what to expect tomorrow.
Newcastle! Newcastle! Newcastle!
As Thursday dawned, the opposing players came face to face for the first time at the traditional grand final breakfast. All the talk was about talk. Sledging thought to be the only way to stop Andrew Johns.
What about Joey? How do you stop him? Well, we've got half an hour. Well, we've just sledged him.
Yeah, I get frustrated every game. I get frustrated at train, I get frustrated at home when the dinner's gone. But just a matter of keeping your emotions in check.
While the players had yesterday off, Newcastle was a town all but painted red and blue as supporters awaited the day as much as the team. Yes, well, there is something about a grand final week that, well, sends league fans a little crazy. That's certainly been true of the red and blue army over the last few days. Newcastle coming down with a dose of Knights fever right from the word go.
The Knights had no sooner won the right to challenge for the NRL Premiership and fans were camping out to earn the tickets to see them do it. When they disappeared quicker than Darren Albert in full flight, it was a matter of winning them. Some fans using their heads. Others their gardens to show their grassroots support. Although it could be a while before one fan's lawn recovers completely. As for the greens at Wallsend Bowling Club, we hear Qantas pilots are using them to navigate by. In fact, there's something about Knights supporters that makes them a cut above the rest, whether it's high fashion or, for that matter, help from on high.
My parishioner gave me these rosary beads. They're red and blue, as you can see, and I've been using them for the last couple of weeks.
And Father Arnold wasn't the only holy man calling for some divine intervention.
I mean, the sort of rugby league the Knights play, I mean, God should be interested in us more than the Irish, surely.
By Tuesday, the looming conflict had become not only religious but political. Newcastle Lord Mayor John Tate entering into a bet with his Parramatta counterpart, which will see the victors' flag flown from the losers' City Hall.
We will find them a spare Knights flag if that's the case, which I think it will be.
Grand Final week has a bizarre effect on neighbourhoods. Houses start becoming red and blue at random, in rare cases sparking feuds between opposing tribes.
It's not really serious, but truly I'm just lulling him into a false sense of security. The real damage is going to be done a little bit later on.
In fact, nothing seemed immune from the temporary colour change, even down to the humble street sign. As for food, well, you guessed it. Strange there was no blue and gold snags, though.
No, not really, no. I don't think demand's there for Parramatta.
In fact, Newcastle was a pretty uncomfortable place to be for an Eels fan this week. Just ask local student Rebecca Burt. That's Parramatta star Luke Burt's sister.
It's very hard to drive around and there's all Knights flags everywhere and we've got para flags in our car.
But nowhere was the red and blue army more evident than at Wednesday's fan function at Marathon Stadium. They were only heading south for the grand final breakfast, but here was a team that had already won the premiership if it was decided on support. The now immortal chant even found its way into song, Daniel Arvidsson hoping this will be Sunday's war cry.
Newcastle, 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 go the Knights!
By week's end, Knights fever had reached, well, fever pitch. It seemed nothing was safe, or for that matter sacred, as Newcastle geared up for the big game. But when it all came down to it, it was one of the Knights' biggest supporters who best summed up the feeling of grand final day.
I still remember the 97 grand final like it was yesterday, and I think it was one of the best days of my life. From my perspective, it will be another big, big day, and I'll be probably more nervous than the players.
Well, coming up on Oh What a Night, some legends. One from 97 and one from the 1986 Grand Final. Stay with us. There's plenty more to come on Oh What a Night.
Rudder, cut out pass, and there's Tahu! Tahu's into the gap! He's looking for number 2! He's going to make it at the end!
It's quite interesting to listen to him and watch what he does.
Many people have noticed banks closing in the Hunter, but there's one financial service that's actually opening new branches. Companion Finance and Travel is a credit union, and unlike the big banks, you're the shareholder, and that means you get a full say. Profits made by Companion go back into providing personal service, internet banking and maintaining competitive rates. So tell your bank it's time to change and call Companion on 131 609. It's a better way.
Domain celebrates footy final long weekend with huge savings on electrical, furniture, computers and bedding. 3 big days of massive bargains and special buys. All available 3 years interest free. All this long weekend at...
What do I reckon?
We love it! Really economical.
Get a lot of car for a really great price.
Air conditioning, dual airbag. Free care means I don't pay a cent. What more could a girl want? There's a lot more to like.
More to like.
There's more to like. There's more to like in a table.
Hey cheese maniacs, what would you say to 2 golden stuffed crust pizzas with the tastier, cheesier, blow your mind cheddar crust from $21.95?
Good call. 131166. Good call. Pizza Hut.
Hello, Harry. You called?
Yeah. I want to see 500 cars in the next 10 days.
Like what?
Like what? Like big shiny new ones.
How new?
I want to see stuff I ain't never seen before. I can't be seeing stuff I've seen before. Can I, boys?
No, Harry. You can't.
Now, what's the damage?
$13.50, Harry.
Son, that sounds like a steal.
Sydney Motor Show. $13.50 and you can see stuff you ain't never seen before.
It's Rumour's Clothing Sizzling Summer School Holiday Sale, and things are hotting up with jeans, tops and skirts, all clearing at unbelievable prices. Rumour's exclusive Mad Dog signature t-shirts are now only $20. Fantastic Grand Final supporters t-shirts now only $25. Plus a great range of girls' fashions, homewares, accessories and more must clear during the Rumour's Clothing Sizzling Summer School Holiday Sale, now on Fitzroy Street, Carrington.
The bargains are walking out during Tony Barlow's menswear mega warehouse clearance. Suits from $80, jackets from $30, knitwear from $15, business shirts from $12. Tony Barlow's mega warehouse clearance, this weekend only at Morisset Mega Market.
Domain celebrates footy final long weekend. Massive savings on display, damaged and discontinued furniture. Plus selected mattress and base sets with bonus 34cm colour TV. Huge savings and special offers. All this long weekend at...
Companion is a better way. Companion is a better way. Companion is a better way.
Companion, a better way.
Billy knows I love him. So does Matty Parsons. So does John.
Oh, it's got to be Andrew John.
Why?
Because he's the sexiest man in rugby league.
I've spoken to Matty a few times and he said he wished he was out here with us. Yeah, obviously wishes he was out here playing with us, but fortunately can't. But yeah, he's going to be watching it and he's run a couple of boys and wished them all the best, so it's good.
Yeah, just some of the build-up during the week, and it's been a very, very heavy week for both Newcastle and also Parramatta. Well, it's said behind every successful man there is a successful woman, and it's certainly the case for many of the Knights. These league widows are the unsung heroes, and we asked Michael Hagan's wife, Sue, how this week has been for her.
It's been very quiet. Actually, Mike's been unusually quiet. He's usually probably a little bit more crabby, a little bit more hostile at times, but very calm.
Now, has it been a big task of you and the girls to keep him on an even footing?
No, it hasn't been. It's really amazing. During the year, yes, I'd say a really big task. It's been hard to keep him on an even keel and hard to get his time, but this last couple of weeks he's had heaps of time for us.
Have you had a great deal of trouble keeping him motivated as far as the work ahead is concerned?
No, requires no motivation. Footy alone motivates him. He doesn't need anything, and I think his preparation this week and his mood, he's treating it like he'd treat the first game of the season. It's as important and requires all the same things as the first game as it does through the last.
So obviously Mike's feeling some pressure and some nerves and whatever. Is the rest of the Hagan household feeling a little bit the same?
I don't know how I'm going to sit through another 80 minutes. Last weekend was enough. I've been nicknamed Pat Cash because I lost my cool and ran up all the seats and jumped the seats and banged on the box where he was sitting because I was so excited. But yeah, I think we've found it a bit tougher than he has.
Win, lose or draw, I bet you're mighty proud of him.
Proud doesn't even seem a good enough word. It's totally amazing. I never doubted that he'd do it. I never doubted that he'd be good because he has this such an unusual passion and knowledge of the game, and it's quite interesting to listen to him and watch what he does.
Well, when they win the grand final, it won't be only Mad Monday, it'll be Mad Month. Are the girls going to have a Mad Month themselves or what?
They'll be celebrating. They've already started. We've decorated the house. They're doing so many things. They can't wait. You know, blue and red nail polish. We're doing everything.
What do you reckon you're going to be feeling like come 7:30 Sunday night?
I don't think I'll be able to speak. I'll probably be feeling sick. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to sit through 80 minutes. I don't know how he sits through 80 minutes. I've been there before. Mike's played in a grand final, winning and losing. And I can tell you what, when that hooter goes, when you win, it is the most wonderful feeling in your life. And when you lose, you feel like your heart's been ripped out. So, yeah, not looking forward to the 80 minutes. Looking forward to us being in favour on the scoreboard.
Emma, how sort of a normal week has it been? Has it been a normal week?
It has. We haven't changed too much. We wanted to keep it just, simple and the same as every other week.
And has it been important for the family to try and keep it as normal as possible for Ben?
Yeah, I think so, for him to keep focused and not get too caught up with it all.
Has he shown any different emotion? Has he been a bit quieter?
No, he's been good actually this week, for a change.
And he's played State of Origin and, of course, Test, and now this game, the grand final, he'd be looking forward to this.
Yeah, I think he's enjoying the week, everyone sort of saying hi in the street and chatting to him, and I think he's just soaking it all in.
And what about yourself? Are you looking forward to the big day?
Yeah, it should be good. Very nerve-wracking, but it should be very good.
All right, we'll enjoy the day.
Thank you.
Well, Bryce and Alex were having a hell of a time there, and time now to introduce Tony Butterfield. Butts, welcome along to Oh What a Night. The build-up's been unbelievable, hasn't it?
Mate, it has. It's been a very busy week for the boys and for everyone in the town.
How big a role do the wives and the girlfriends play in a situation like this?
Well, I guess they keep the players comfortable, give them support, and also an area to return from the rigours of training. And the kids are great to cuddle up with and kick back with the wife, and the wives are also very honest in terms of wake up to yourself and stop stressing out. This is just a game of football, big game, mind you, but no, the wives are very important.
Lovely to have you with us.
Well, boys, it started a long time ago. Let's have a look at some of the guys in action. Indeed, when the season kicked off on a warm February Sunday at Marathon Stadium, the Knights faced more than just the Northern Eagles. The new-look side was already devoid of names like Butterfield, Shields, Fairley and Matthew Johns, and they'd lost Matt Gidley and Adam McDougall to injury. On top of that, Newcastle faced the Roosters, the Bulldogs and the Broncos all away in the first 5 weeks. Some had suggested they risked not winning a game in that time. That was like waving a rag at a Red Bull.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Get ready to rumble!
Pump up the chin, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it in.
Y'all ready for this? What can they do now?
Budiris bringing it back to the short side to Johns, then away to Mark Hughes. Hughes' pass to pick up Justin Ryder. Ryder pulls it. Now John. Davis is up. Davis takes on a front row forward. He's rolled over onto his back. Has he got the ball down?
Y'all ready for this?
Here's a chance for the Knights. Perry fresh on the field of the over. Can he get it down? He has, but that's where he points to the spot. He's only been on for 60 seconds. The ground, 30 metres out for Taylor. No, intercepted by Tahu. He's got a heap of speed. Hodgson's after him. But Tahu will go all the way. Kimana Tahu. Intercept by the Knights leading 4-0. Now away from Andrew, bullet-like pass, it's on the ground. O'Davis is there. They've got Takiri on his own out there. Elvis over.
Now
Badira fires a pass to McDougall, who was outside Junior Lange. He went straight past Matt Geyer, flicked it back to Justin Ryder. The Night Rider is in again.
Just the last coming up. Bad pass to Johns. He's collected it and gives it away to Badira. Quick hands. Out wide it goes from Rudder. Rudder able to give his pass on to Darren Albert. Albert goes in to score.
Johns. The air to Minicello. He's lost it. Ryder's picked it up, put it over the line.
Here's Johns. Here's a chance. Perry, try number 2. And it was the cutout ball. Kennedy was the decoy.
Davis into pivot, got the ball away to Rudder. Rudder cuts out Kennedy. He gets the ball back to Beaton. Beaton gets it away for the centre. He's over the line. Mark Hughes. Mark Hughes has scored. Long ball, finding Johns. Johns then for Rudder. Billy Peaton's over the line. Billy Peaton scores for the night. Down the line they come. Badira's cuts out Kennedy. Hughes will score. Did he get it down? If he did, it's a try.
Fires another long pass. He finds Ryder pouring downfield. They must score. It's a carbon copy of the first try. Peaton will stroll across.
Johns, Rudder, cut out pass, and there's Tahu. Tahu's into the gap. He's looking for number 2. He's going to make it at the end. Tahu's over. Now there'll be talk of double movement, but I think the new rule will see it given as a try.
Dummy half. John stays on this short side. Second man ball for Hughes. Away to Tahu. They're in again. Almost the same play as before. Tahu will pick up a double.
Pack. They've come through this all right. I think that was one of the things they wanted to answer tonight as Bailey gets the ball away. O'Davis is there. Oh, O'Davis lost the pass. It's Ryder. Ryder's in. Number 2. Justin Ryder.
Y'all ready for this?
Johns with the ball into space. Rudder. He scored next to the upright.
Parramatta. Repairs unable to be done on the ground. O'Davis kicks for Albert. Albert leads the race by a mile. Albert picks it up. Albert will score. Darren Albert has scored.
Badira shouting out the instructions from dummy hard. John floating it across the top. Albert steps past Mike Marcus by. Last tackle. Where's Andrew Johns? What will he do? Passes to Kennedy. He's near the line. Tops the ball. That's try. What a rugby league try. Johns, they attack the edge of the ruck. Hughes is stepping out of tackle. Mill trying to track him down. He puts a kick in for Ben Kennedy. He fires it back to Johns. He pushes away from them and will reach out and score a try himself.
Y'all ready for this?
Yeah, but we're certainly some great action there, and while it wasn't exactly the perfect start, they certainly laid a few fears after missing so many guys from last year.
Yeah, no, look, it was because there's a lot of expectation about the fact how these new forwards go. Josh Perry started particularly well. Matty Parsons back then, he wasn't playing. A little bit wasn't picked in that first side. Also, the interchange rule was sort of just brought in too, so we're trying that out. But a short-term goal of the first 5 games being very tough. As I said before, we knew that it was going to be a hard year for us, the fact that we had lost so many superstars. It was a superb start and really was the backbone, Tone, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I think the players came off the back of a very comprehensive off-season in terms of their training. There was a very good attitude at training. It was very much a friendly camp, particularly after some of the dramas of last year. And they really didn't leave any stone unturned and had gone into the season full of confidence and kicked off well.
And certainly there was no doubting the attacking brilliance which was set there. Well, after the break, the Knights pack is on the attack.
They go up, they got the ball, they're over. Kennedy! Ben Kennedy has scored.
This is the biggest game of life.
Number 11, Simpson on ball. The Greece has scored.
Isn't this a lovely day to be caught in the rain? You were going on your way, now you've got to remain. Let the rain be the patter, but it really doesn't matter if the skies are I can be with you. It's a lovely day.
Domain celebrates footy final long weekend with huge savings on electrical, furniture, computers and bedding. 3 big days of massive bargains and special buys. All available 3 years interest free. All this long weekend at...
Free your arms with new Impulse Antiperspirant. Keeps you dry.
Chocky Bickies? No, you're not having those. Put them back. Cakes? Nope. Please check out 4. What about these? Snackabouts. Handy lunchbox packs of craft snacks you spread yourself.
They're fun and good for you.
Yeah, we'll give them a try.
Craft Snackabouts. Now available in an 8-pack.
Lollies? Don't even think about it.
Are you frustrated wearing glasses or contact lenses? Imagine an alternative. There is eye laser surgery at Hunter Laser Vision. Experienced local surgeons helping people like you with the latest technique. Call Hunter Laser Vision now on 1-800 44 2020.
Well, before the weekend, I was pretty pro Parramatta. I thought that there wasn't a team that could beat them. Watching the Knights on Saturday night made me change that view a bit. Newcastle showed that they don't need Joey Johns to fire all the time. You know, they had blokes like Tamana Tahu playing out of his skin. They had Clinton O'Brien, I think, changed the game when he came on. He made a couple of big hits. Everything that's been done this year's out the window. It's Parramatta have lost 4 games all year, but who cares? Once you get to the grand final, it's one-on-one.
All the pressure will be on them. They're the favourites. And all we can do is go out there and do our best. And the good thing was, we weren't favourites in 97. And again, we won't be favourites. Brings back great memories, and you do sort of look at the boots if you've still got any in the cupboard and think, maybe, but then you have a look at your body in the mirror and you say, no way.
Well, traditionally, the Knights team has been built around its forward pack. This season, it was a rebuilding process, and many thought it would take more than a season for the red and blue pack to be a force once again. How wrong they were.
When several big names departed the Knights fold last season, Newcastle's forward pack has always been thought of as the squad's soft underbelly.
To go around and come forward, and then he's picked up and pummeled.
It was probably the best thing anyone could have said.
This sort of motivated us a little bit, actually, Jim. I think we got bagged a little bit at the start of the year, like a few people left, which is probably fair enough, but it's good to sort of step up and sort of get to the grand final. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Dream come true, mate.
The pack simply let actions speak louder than words.
The try line, Corbo on the end of a curler from O'Brien.
Listen, I don't really care what they say.
They're out on their feet here at the moment, the Storm. They can't wait for the half-time siren to sound. What a tackle from Perry on Howe. Oh, if you don't mind.
Neither does Josh Perry.
Well, we're in the grand final now, so I don't know what they can say anymore.
Badiris, Johns, Parsons, Big Matt Parsons.
Josh and I aren't representative front rows or anything, but who cares at this time of the year, mate? It's the effort you're putting in and what you're doing for the team, and hopefully, well, I think we are doing our job for the team, and they're benefiting from that.
Passes to Kennedy, near the line, pops the ball, that try! Try to Glen Brief! What a rugby league try!
We've been living with this for 26 rounds. We're too small. We're not strong enough, but mate, we're in the grand final now, so I mean the media can say what they like, and mate, we're here and we're going to enjoy every minute of it.
For guys who don't care much for endorsements, the best player in the world gave them one of the best.
Our forward pack doesn't get much of a rap, but you know, everything I ask them they do for me. They quick play the balls, they get up and they tackle, and I wouldn't want to play behind any other pack in the comp.
But you get the feeling the pack will just go about business as usual.
Yeah, that's it. They can keep putting us down if they want. It suits me to a T.
Well, there are the two packs, and Butts and Chief, the Knights pack has been much maligned, but by gee, they've stood up in the last couple of weeks. I'm impressed with the bench players, O'Brien and Grief, And Matty Parsons has stopped turning his back at the defensive line, and he's just taking on all comers.
Yeah, they're my two. Matty Parsons the last 2 or 3 weeks has improved out of sight, and I class him as an X factor because his input has been that much difference in the game. He can really turn it. The other big thing I know for a factor is that our bench has really made big differences. Like, experience is paramount in grand finals, and our bench, 3 out of the 4 are very, very experienced players that'll make a big difference.
I think a feature of the last couple of weeks has been the transition from the starting 2 front rowers to Glenn Grief and Clinton O'Brien. Both have come on, both have put on big shots, both have made good yards, and the transition has been much smoother and we haven't lost anything.
No momentum loss, yeah.
We look at the interchange there, especially for Parramatta. You're talking about the experience of the Knights. Well, what about the interchange of the Parramatta bench? I know experience may be lacking, but a State of Origin player there in Andrew Ryan and David Solomon has just come along in leaps and bounds this season.
Well, the inclusion of Marsh there on the bench will be something the Knights need to look at. Drew is synonymous for 50 to 55 minutes throughout a game and is interchanged with Marsh. And Marsh will come on when some of the forwards start to get tired and really probe up the middle. So the ruck needs to be tight.
Paul Marquette being on our bench is essential. If it's all about experience, we've got a guy who's won a grand final sitting on the bench. It means a lot, I can tell you.
And that's 10 to 12 metres every time he touches the ball.
Every time, and no nerves. You know, like it's all about preparation too.
I reckon one of the battles of the grand final is the battle of the second rowers. The High Marsh brothers for Parramatta up against Ben Kennedy and Steve Simpson. Now, Kennedy has been a revelation this year.
He'll be the first bloke picked in the Australian side, obviously being ignored there for the State of Origin. As everyone knows, has been a disappointment. But Tony, I ask you this one. I haven't seen a second row be so complete for a long, long time since some of the greats. He's got great ball skills. His one-hand offloads are superb. But the thing I like the most about him is his emotion and his passion. He really drives the boys, super determined, and his willpower alone, he can do something special in this game on Sunday night.
Yeah, I think he's the complete package. As you say, he's got the athleticism, he's got the footballing skills and that passion to play. And since he's come to Newcastle, he's the type of guy who has just adopted the town and the town has adopted him. And he is just the blood that courses through the veins of the Knights at the moment. He is just driving everything, and he'll be a big factor tomorrow.
Yeah, then look out when they win the grand final.
We're talking about matchups. Maybe one-on-one you won't seem to come together that much, but the hookers are going to play integral roles in this outcome, aren't they? Danny Badiris, Australian player, Brad Drew pressuring for a kangaroo spot.
Yeah, Brad Drew is well, he has been the most improved player all year. The way that he carries the ball in 2 hands leading up to the defence line, they're in 2 modes. His kicking game is superb. But Danny Badiris, for my mind, has been a kid that has always been, you know he's going to make the big time, and he's done it this year. When he took his chance, he certainly made the most of it. And here's Brad Drew right now, and just look at the way, as I said before, goes to the line with 2 hands. He keeps those defensive line in 6s and 7s.
Well, Danny's capable of playing the 80 minutes, but no one can play 80 minutes flat out, and that's where Brian Smith thinks he has a slight advantage in having 2 very nippy hookers who are prepared to work down the middle of the ruck. The forwards will need to recognise that Denny at some period will be a little bit flat and they need to be really on the job and
There's
and
that kicking game just there too, Tony.
We might talk about that just very briefly. The fact is that Taylor and Drew will spend some time off the park together, which diminishes Parramatta's kicking ability.
Well, PJ Marsh goes okay, and he's a great young player. He might be able to kick, but their kicking game is essential for them. They'll have to work that out, that's for sure.
But it's great to have you with us tonight, and also, of course, you're encouraging all the players to get back there to Marathon Stadium on Monday, the old players.
Absolutely. The players would love to see all the boys come along, so it'll be good.
All right, Tony Butterfield joining us, and stay with us. There is still plenty more on Oh What a Nights.
Frisco Furniture Holiday Weekend Sale, 4 days only. Store-wide furniture clearance. 15% off everything, no exceptions. 15% off all furniture and bedding for just 4 days this holiday weekend. Where do you go? Frisco.
With turbo diesel power and 47 models to choose from, Holden Rodeo. For all your dirty work.
G'day. Here at Bow Repairs, one of our big mottos is, we're not happy unless you are, which is why we offer the 7-day returns policy. It works a bit like this. If you buy a new set of tyres from us and aren't completely happy with them, within 7 days, we guarantee to replace them. No worries. Ow!
Bo's 7-day returns policy. Call 132381 for your local store. And remember, it's Bo Repairs for service.
Listen when I sing to you. I can feel it, can you feel it too? Match your day, good times are here to stay. Match your day. Match If it's expert advice, all the right price, we've got it.
This month, you can share in $50,000 cash giveaways when you buy any of these brand name dishwashers from Retrovision. Dishlex, Simpson, Westinghouse, Omega, Whirlpool, Fisher & Paykel. This month only, your chance to share in $50,000 cash giveaways, so hurry in.
The only decision, Retrovision. We've got it!
Many people have noticed banks closing in the Hunter, but there's one financial service that's actually opening new branches. Companion Finance and Travel is a credit union, and unlike the big banks, you're the shareholder, and that means you get a full say. Profits made by Companion go back into providing personal service, internet banking, and maintaining competitive rates. So tell your bank it's time to change, and call Companion on 131 609. It's a better way.
When has a face cream ever felt like this? A sea of freshness and long-lasting hydration with aquaspheres and minerals. New all-day aqua from Nivea Visage. Experience 24 hours of pure moisture.
Frisco Furniture Holiday Weekend Sale, 4 days only. Store-wide furniture clearance. 15% off everything, no exceptions. 15% off all furniture and bedding for just 4 days this holiday weekend. Where do you go? Frisco.
Go Mad Dog!
Knights are gonna win big time!
Johnny Davis.
Albie lives with me, of course, and he was coming up with some stupid dance moves for me last night, so one of them I might rip out just in remembrance of the boy.
Heading into round 7, Newcastle struck a rich vein of form which saw them win 6 and draw 1, but they soon got a taste of life without Andrew Johns.
It goes from dummy half, looking to find a hole, got a good pass away to Simpson, on the back up, Andrew Johns, they have hit back as quickly as that. Now Andrew Johns, second man play, Newcastle with a chance on the right, Tahu takes on his man and gets there.
Touch judge though, he maintained that he changed course
To interfere, Johns is over! Andrew Johns is over! New roll for him, Rudder. Den for Hughes, and it just opens up with a dummy, and it has happened on the right side defence for the Tigers. I'm the bypasses him, but Dearest, a short ball away to Glenn Grief, and they're in the first time they touch it.
Heaton, it opens up. Can he get through? No, just a metre out. Well, on the flight to Sydney heads, but it closed quickly. Hughes, short, hard, over. Can he get it down? The ball's come out. The referee says try.
Romeo Davis, I thought he was going to have a collision with Darren Elton. He didn't, he took it and runs straight through. Comes to Wessel, he's being chased by Beckett. Beckett gets it.
Walker, now it comes from Rudder. Gidley, through the runners. There's Hughes. Walker with the tackle. Great ball to Tamana Tahu, and he has scored the try. taking it to the line, got in behind Lauatiti, he couldn't pick him up, the pass back on the inside to Mark Hughes, they are in for number 2. To repel this charge, it could be the last assault from Newcastle in this first half. Tahu's going to get his second, as easy as that.
Dearest for John. He finds Rudder gets it away, Ryder gets it back on the inside, and Tahu.
Rudder, cut out ball for McDougall, puts another test on Murphy, got away from him, got away from Smith. McDougall will go all the way to score for the Knights. It is bordering on embarrassing for the West Tigers. Medeiros comes to Rudder, cut out ball, no one was it, Gidley. On the play back, it comes to Albert, he scores the Knights' second.
Back to Rudder. He offloads to Tamana Tahu. Stepping, weaving, jinking, going. Who scored a try from him? How did he get through there? Tamana Tahu. Rudder. Ryder goes to Tamana Tahu. And then unselfishly he gets it away to Darren Albert. He probably could have scored himself, Tamana Tahu. This is danger time just before half-time. Albert inside Kamali. And then Kane Neely. Darren Albert has scored in the corner.
Gidley tries to get Tahu moving. Tahu kicks to the... Oh! Tahu's had his progress interrupted.
John's off the left foot, looking for the line himself. Oh, that was too easy. Just drifted around to the right side and with the ball and kicks back towards the uprights. Great kick. Mark Hughes, oh, that's too easy. Progress. Bailey again to Johns. Gidley has the arm free and will reach down and score his own try.
Medeiros. Great ball there to run into open space. Kennedy on his inside. And the Knights have made the Cowboys pay yet again. Stop him. He plays the ball quickly and they'll go through and they'll get over the line. Danny Medeiros has got through.
Medeiros inside for Johns. Here they go through the centre. Kennedy's there. Caught a forward pass to Medeiros. Not called. That's a try to Newcastle. Rudder on ball to Gidley. Last tackle. They must score here. Kennedy goes himself, gets the ball over, and the Knights have leveled up again in Gosford. Johns to the way to McDougall. Well contained in the first half, but he's away here to open up the second half. Harpay can't go with him for pace. Ryder is looming up. McDougall won't need him. From inside their own 20. Adam McDougall has busted out here in a big way. Rudder at dummy half. Here they come, the Knights. Johns passes. O'Brien goes over. Marches over, in fact. Tahu's okay, though. He got away from Amos Roberts, and they won't stop him. The counter-attack. So swift for the Newcastle Knights. This is a big scoreline facing the Dragons now.
Crossfield kick. Pressure for Bell. Albert's there. It's on the ground. Here's a try. Mark Hughes. Another try from a kick. Play the ball to Medeiros, then away to Rudder on to Gidley. Wide to McDougall, then away to Ryder. Ryder going for the corner. Whistle can't get to him. He's in to score. Justin Ryder.
The kick's going to come straight out of dummy half from Gidley. It's a good one. There's plenty of Knights jumpers there. Kafusi jumped high and missed everything. Kennedy comes down with it and scores. Kennedy, he goes himself and crashes across to score.
Oh yeah. One more time.
From touch, that looks good off the boot, and it's there. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, all right.
Why not push ahead for 40? Onwards and upwards. Gidley. Flick out the back for Tahu. A step off the right foot. And Tahu gets another one for Newcastle.
Badiris. Here's Gidley. Rudder. Now Perry straight up the middle. Pushing away. Still going to the number 11. Simpson on ball. Great to score. What about the work of Steve Simpson?
To Johns looking for number 3. That'll do for the Knights. With a runner, runs straight past Mesha. There's no one at home now, and Rudder gets a try.
It's up to you. What's your pleasure?
Ryder gives it to Johns. Rubber kick, chasing through. Red, blue and white jumpers everywhere. Paul Marquardt might have jumped on it. Peterson back for Andrew Johns. He's 15 away, runs it to the line. Here's the chance for the Knights. Kennedy slams it down. Rudder, Johns fires it out for Tahu. Tahu is 5 metres out. Whaley's over. Just delivers the pass for the halfback. Kennedy goes straight through.
Most of their stuff has come off.
Roberts has dropped it, and here's Billy Peterson, who will score underneath the black dots.
Another kick from Albert's under it. Well taken, Darren Albert. Picked up Tamana Tahu. Here's a try for the Knights. That should put it away. Although Leeds is showing great pace, Tamana's got too much. What about that? Well, he had no right to catch it. Here we go, slammed up. Gidley acting half. Looked offside there. Here's the kick. McDougall gets the try. Struck it pretty well. Just sneak in, it does.
O'Davis can't run, he's over Kennedy. Kennedy's in to score. Andrew Johns, loose pass. What's gone on here? Simpson, he passes wide out. Gidley is stepped. He'll go for the line. Passes back inside for Bailey. Gidley going to run it. Kennedy, Hughes, now he kicks. Inside for Kennedy. Back to Tamana Tahu for the corner. Off the England player. Back to Kennedy. That should be play on. He improves the position.
Now the kick by Gidley, an attempted field goal off the left foot. He struck that well. That looks good by Matthew Gidley. Oh, that's a great field goal.
Andrew Johns, teammates have wished him all the best for this. He decided to put the left arm up, a la Mark Riddell. And Johns has kicked. Does it help him? Oh, Riddell's the junior's teacher. Johns successful again. What a player. What an entertainer.
Well, that may have been prophetic because he was out for a little while after that, but there's no doubting this attacking brilliance of this side. But in a lot of those occasions, the one bloke that's involved in a lot of it's Ben Kennedy.
Yeah, exactly. He scored a lot of tries during the year, but they showed a lot of confidence from that early good start they had. Thought a lot of young players come to the forefront, like Mark Hughes played himself into a New South Wales side. Tamana Tahu showed that, you know, the superstar that he is. And Justin Ryder, remember back then, he had a big part of it. We loved the Night Rider. He was great.
All right, stay with us. Oh, what a night. We'll be right back with the backs.
Davis into pivot, got the ball away to Rudder. Rudder cuts out Kennedy. He gets the ball back to Beaton. Beaton gets it away for the centre. He's over the line. Mark Hughes.
Quite confident this season across the ground, I think. Yeah.
We've got the Great Aussie Bite, the Great Aussie Pie, and the Great Aussie Call. Right now, by joining Kui before September 30 for either phone, mobile or internet access, you are instantly in the draw to win the Great Aussie Six-Pack, including a 6-day Great Aussie Outback adventure with Dakota National Air, valued at over $12,000. Plus, there are other Great Aussie prizes to be won. Simply join Kui now and you could win.
Kui, make the change.
Harvey Norman's massive 3-day sale is on this long weekend. Huge savings in every department, plus 3 years interest-free terms. Harvey Norman's massive 3-day sale is on this long weekend. Furniture, electrical, computers, carpets, bathroom and tiles. All damaged and discontinued stock to clear below cost. Harvey Norman's massive 3-day sale is on this long weekend. Bring your truck, bring your trailer, bring your cash. Save hundreds, even thousands of dollars over Saturday, Sunday and Monday. Come in and do the deal in Harvey Norman's massive 3-day sale this long weekend. Bennett Street Superstore, 9 Ways Broadmeadow and Maitland.
Are you frustrated wearing glasses or contact lenses? Imagine an alternative. There is eye laser surgery at Hunter Laser Vision, the only centre performing this revolutionary technique in the Hunter. Call Hunter Laser Vision now on 1-800 44 2020.
Jump on a train, catch a bus, ride a bike, walk to Honeysuckle Markets every Sunday for a great day out.
Bad Boy says summer is here and is celebrating with up to 30% off. That's right, up to 1/3 of factory prices. Bad Boy and Bad Girl t-shirts from $11.50. Board shorts from $19.25. Swimwear from $21. Backpacks from $24.50. Caps and wallets from $5. Plus sunglasses, shoes, socks, key rings, all drastically reduced. Don't miss out. Surf Direct sale starts 29th of September to the 14th of October. 9 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. every day. Surf Direct at Rumours, 146 Fitzroy Street, Carrington, and Caralta Road, Elizabeth Court, Erina.
It's the Catalogue and Club Bowls and Sports Warehouse Cricket Sale. Helmets from $49, junior bats from $39, shoes from $39, cricket pants from $22. Catalogue and Club Bowls and Sports Warehouse, Brunker Road, Adamstown.
Drivers who prefer Honda are discovering that the people at Hunter Honda are very good to deal with, offering the full range of new Honda, quality used vehicles, parts, accessories and service. Hunter Honda, High Street, Maitland. Good for you. Ambipur have created a perfume especially for your car. Ambipur Car, the car air freshener with real perfume.
Harvey Norman's massive 3-day sale is on this long weekend. Huge savings in every department, plus 3 years interest-free terms. Harvey Norman's massive 3-day sale is on this long weekend. Furniture, electrical, computers, carpets, bathroom and tiles. All damaged and discontinued stock to clear below cost. Harvey Norman's massive 3-day sale is on this long weekend. Bring your truck, bring your trailer, bring your cash. Save hundreds, even thousands of dollars over Saturday, Sunday and Monday. Come in and do the deal in Harvey Norman's massive 3-day sale this long weekend. Bennett Street Superstore, 9 Ways Broadmeadow and Maitland.
If you've ever wanted to visit Australia's wild southern islands, enjoy a top-end adventure to Cape York and back, or get away to the great Aussie outback, do it in style. Come on a great Australian air tour with Dakota National Air. Call today and see Australia Dakota style.
I spent $60 on hair products. I thought grand final week, it doesn't come along every week.
Blue and red, never dead. Blue and gold, will fold. Actually, being in a grand final is in the final strip, but to win one would be even better.
Well, if you include Darren Albert, the Knights backline boasts 5 State of Origin players and a winger, many rate as a future Kangaroo in Tamana Tahu. With the world's best player leading the way, it's the team's major weapon tomorrow night.
Here's Robbie Davis throwing dummies. Now John's out the back to Rudder. Here's Gidley. Another chance for the Knights. Tahu on his outside. They're lining up on the inside, so he kicks. McDougall will get a hat-trick. If the bounce is good, it is.
The Newcastle Knights in full flight is one of the most potent attacking machines in the NRL. Run a mixture of skill, pace and pure brilliance.
Chipping over the top, Davis will beat them to it.
The Clive Churchill medal winner in 1997's grand final, fullback Robbie Davis has suffered the ups and downs of league in recent seasons, but his form of late proves why he once wore the green and gold.
30 metres out for Taylor. Oh, intercepted by Tahu. He's got a heap of speed. Hodgson's after him, but Tahu will go all the way.
Teammates have known for ages Tamana Tahu was something special. This season, opposition teams saw what he could really do as well.
Comes across now to McDougall playing in the centres. McDougall will score. There's the reply from the Knights. Adam McDougall.
Complementing Tahu's grace, the power of Adam McDougall. The Mad Dog has proved again that he just can't be tied down by opposing sides. He's one of 3 current Kangaroos in the Knights backline.
Back for Medeiros to find O'Davis. Then on to Gidley.
steps off his right foot twice, 3 times, and he's over.
Matthew Gidley was pencilled in as a possible 5'8", but a broken leg saw his season start on the sideline. Then came calls his form wasn't up to scratch. A few weeks later, players voted him the game's best centre.
Davis into pivot, got the ball away to Rudder. Rudder cuts out Kennedy. He gets the ball back to Beaton. Beaton gets it away for the centre. He's over the line. Mark Hughes.
What a year Mark Hughes has enjoyed. A centre in the red and blue, he won himself a Blues Origin fullback jumper. A rib injury ended his incredible run of successive games for the Knights. But it wasn't surprising his return coincided with the Knights' form reversal.
Brief, the ball back to Tahu. Johns over his head, back to Kennedy. Here's a chance. Rudder's got Gidley on his outside. He's going to go himself and score the try. Well, that is amazing.
Sean Rudder got first grab of the number 6 jumper and never looked back. A happier player when Andrew Johns is around. It was his kick that led to the match winner against the Sharks.
Davis, he comes to the right where Johns is. He won't rubber. He'll look for the line for the 4th try of the game. I think he's got it. He has.
With Andrew Johns calling the shots in the number 7, the backline poses as Para's biggest threat.
Well, let's take nothing away from the Eels backline either, Chief. When you have a look at that lineup, it's a very, very good lineup. Young Jamie Lyon from Wee Waa is a great find this year via Lecky. The 2 former Newcastle players in Burton Moody haven't done anything wrong this year, and their full-back Hodgson is an excellent player, and their halves, of course, have been consistent all year.
No, you did right there. Jamie Lyon, as you said before, he's played all 28 games this year. Only Blake for Parramatta to do it. He's a great young find. But you have a look at those, the 2 back lines there, and if you go through individually, and Newcastle really do have a lot of international players there, star-studded quality, but we're just saying that Parramatta as a unit and a team are so strong, so well coordinated, particularly in defence. It's going to be very tough. But you look at those 2 sides and their back lines, you know, it's going to be a massive attacking assault on each other. The Eels do have the best defence, but that attack the Knights are packing is really going to test it.
Well, guys, how about Tamana Tahu, who only touched the ball probably a few times against the Sharks? It was a little bit strange for him, though. He's such an attacking weapon. How good has his season been this year? He's really come on.
Well, he had the, I think it was compartrum syndrome with the calves. He had that operated. And even right up to then, his form was still fantastic, playing with a lot of discomfort. Came back and hasn't missed a beat. Look, yeah, Andrew Johns and Matthew Johns, when he first come through, marked him as a superstar in the making, and there's been nothing to suggest that that's not going to happen. He will play for Australia. He does confidence. Even off the field, he's a lot more confident, that boy.
But he is very, very nervous. He's already stated that. We saw a season or so ago, he had that shocker against the Sharks, but he has played and become a much more mature footballer since that time. They'll test him out early.
Oh, they will. You see then when he just jumped at the pace, he's a raw athlete, a great athlete, and those high bombs are just phenomenal. So he's a great player. Another asset for Newcastle.
What about the other bloke on the wing, McDougall?
Yeah, again, I think he's the key. We spoke about this before. He's got the experience, he's been there, he's been in the big games, and he is a big game specialist. Very big on the psychological aspects of the game, the build-up and how you prepare yourself. He'll be to the nth degree. The young blokes will look towards him to see how he'll be going, but he is just dynamic, and those runs from dummy half can take a lot of pressure off the forwards.
He's had another Dukes week though, hasn't he? Didn't go to the breakfast, talk of a little viral infection, then a bit worried with the groin, but I guess that's all in the week of Adam McDougall.
Well, a lot of times when he's had his biggest games, he's had the little niggling injury, so that's a good sign for me. I like it.
He is the mad dog, and he will be an integral part. 2 great backlines. Stay with us. Coming up, a Parramatta legend, and later, Joey Johns.
Inside for Johns. Johns is over. Andrew Johns is over. Or maybe he is a marathon, the great man. Maybe God has come to marathon.
Harvey Norman, massive 3-day sale is on this long weekend. Huge savings in every department plus 3 years interest-free terms. Take this top IBM computer with 15-inch monitor, save $500. Now red hot $14.99. Don't delay, do the deal now at Harvey Norman's massive 3-day sale this long weekend.
Switching to soy to enhance your health is a very personal decision. I made it years ago and never regretted it. Over my morning muesli, replacing milk in cooking, and just as a refreshing drink, I only use the one that tastes the best, the natural, creamy taste of Vitasoy. Choose classic Vitasoy for convenience from the cupboard, or fresh Vitasoy from the fridge for the pleasant, nutty flavour of those whole organic soybeans. Vitasoy is just a better, creamier taste.
For convenient home hygiene, try versatile Pino Clean quick cleanups. Clean kitchen sinks, pet areas, the microwave, even play equipment. Then throw out the germs, leaving surfaces hygienically clean. Quick cleanups from Pino Clean. Look for them in your supermarket cleaning aisle.
2, 3, 4.
Here you either play music, listen to music, or move to Utah. Billy got kicked out of music school. That's kind of why we hired him.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sometimes daylight seems out of place here, but it does let you get some sleep. There's no better place to be exactly who you are. Drop by sometime. Jack lives here.
Remember, for the best advice, the biggest range, a good price, everything you want and want to know, when it comes to paint, 3D are the people to see.
They're the paint people, 3D. This is my city, this is my city.
At Newcastle Mitsubishi, we're proud to be part of the Hunter City Auto Group. We try very hard to provide the best deals on the entire Mitsubishi range, backed up by an up-to-the-minute service facility. Newcastle Mitsubishi used cars are all individually selected vehicles, supported by the strength of the Hunter City Auto Group. So we've got a range of cars to suit anyone. I'd say our people are our greatest asset. They know how to help our customers find the best deal possible. It's simple. If you're looking for the best deal on a new Mitsubishi or a quality used car, then come and see us. We're here for you.
Newcastle Mitsubishi, part of the Hunter City Auto Group, Maitland Road, Mayfield.
The bargains are walking out during Tony Barlow's menswear mega warehouse clearance. Suits from $80, jackets from $30, knitwear from $15, business shirts from $12. Tony Barlow's mega warehouse clearance this weekend only at Morisset Mega Market.
Go Harvey Norman for 36 months interest-free terms. 36 months interest-free on lounge and dining suites, sofas, outdoor furniture and much more. 36 months interest-free terms now at Harvey Norman. Minimum purchase $500, 1/3 deposit. Conditions apply. See store for details.
Harvey Norman, go!
My favourite player? Joey Jones. Andrew Jones.
Robbie O'Davis because of his enthusiasm. Probably Matt Parsons because of his work rate.
Yeah, Bill Peden. All of them.
Oh, this is my picture of Andrew Johns, so I want to get signed today.
Kennedy, that's my favourite player.
Andrew Johns!
Well, missing Andrew Johns for 6 weeks, the Knights limped through 4 successive losses, including hidings from both the Bulldogs and Parramatta. Then he returned.
Comes across now to McDougall playing in the centres. McDougall will score. There's the reply from the Knights. Adam McDougall, the Mad Dog, has struck. Ryder plays it back to Green. To John. Steps off the right foot. The Vingo couldn't pick him up. Too easy for Joey.
The tackle, here's the last. What will Johns do here? On the ground, here comes Robbie O'Davis. What a try for the Newcastle Knights.
McDougall, lovely pass to Tahu. Craigie can't put it with him. Kane coming across, but he slips a lovely ball at Kennedy.
Runs towards Kennedy. Picks up McDougall. McDougall comes across. Gidley away for Albert. Albert's over. It's a Newcastle try.
Goes to Johns. Now Rudder running at the line. Open a beautiful hole for Kennedy. Fires across to the table. What a play by Newcastle.
Another long ball out to Mad Dog. He's liable to do anything.
He's liable to bust him up. Look at him go. The Mad Dog has cut loose. He's flying down that eastern touchline and he'll get a double. Johns. Flipped it right again.
short pass to Simpson. Might have been some doubt about it. He's got plenty of options. He gives it back to Gidley and he will score. Brief the ball back to Tahu. Johns over his head, back to Kennedy. Here's a chance. Runner's got Gidley on his outside. He's going to go himself and score the try. Well, that is amazing. And Simpson outside, he's pouring into a huge gap. He's looking for the try line and will find it as well.
Played on. Runner. Cut out ball on Johns, finding Gidley. Inside for Johns. Johns is over. Andrew Johns is over. Or maybe he isn't Marathon, the great man. Maybe God has come to Marathon.
Medeiros. Double pass for Bailey. He gets between them as well. Here they come again. He's got options. Kennedy is there. He'll score for the Knights as well. That's how you answer the fans. Cut it out. Short ball for Simpson, who's through again. Did he get across the line? Yes, he did.
Runner for McDougall. They've isolated Sailor. And away it goes. For Hughes. Back on the inside. Runner's over. This is fantastic. This is unbelievable.
McDougall. There goes the kick from the Mad Dog. This will bounce. Who's going to get the bounce? The Knights will get the bounce. Mad Dog looking for a hat-trick, and he will get it. The quick tap. They want 6 points to finish the half. Here's Johns putting the head down, and he'll get them. Play the ball down there. Johns up slowly. Tamana Tahu. Great ball to Ryder. Away from Best. Here's a try on the inside to Bailey. And Bailey will cross and score the try. Walk away. Adam, walk away. Walk away.
Oh, Corbo. Well, he was airborne.
They can't wait for the half-time siren to sound. What a tackle from Perry on Howe.
40 out, Medeiros throws the dummy. Game meters up the middle, still going.
Lifting the leg high out of a tackle. Johns is with it, in traffic. Then floating it out. Bailey beats Walker. Zakiri takes him, gets it away from Marquardt, then away from Peden. Peden away for Johns. Goes over again.
Who's almost away. He slipped a pass, knocked backwards by O'Brien, and look at this, they're lining up. O'Davis dummies, straight through the gap. It comes back for Paul Marquardt. He will give it back to Medeiros. What a week for the young hooker. Tackle coming up for the Newcastle side. They work the blind. Gidley has the ball. Passes back to Bailey, now to Medeiros, back to Johns, he'll score. He's got the step and the skills. 4 points to Joey Johns. Johns now off that right foot, looking for the line for the third time of the game, a hat-trick. Ball there by Johns to Simpson. The crowd thought it was forward, referee said play on. Back to Johns with a kick. Now here's Darren Albert. Miller was grabbed by the jumper. There's the bounce for Albert. He's over for the try. Opponent again tonight, Kevin McGuinness, and here's the ball back on the inside. McDougall for Kennedy, reaching out, he'll score their third try.
Looking for Rudder, finding Hughes. Mark Hughes gets the try.
Puts it backwards. Did Kennedy hang on to it? I think he did. I think he scored as well. Goes across to Sean Rudder. They're queuing up and through goes the second row forward, Steve Simpson.
Bailey, away to Johns. Rubbering again. O'Davis is the intended target. Got Ryder with him in space. Here's Ryder. What about Runner up the middle of the ground? Only the fullback to beat him. Half early. Peachy will get him. Here comes Preston. Peachy won't get him. Runner scores under the post. Big meters in this set of 6 as Morris comes to Gidley. He's away again. Albert cuts back on the inside. They won't catch him. Johns. Beautiful ball to Hughes. Likewise for O'Davis. There's trouble again for the Broncos. Albert is over.
Johns tracking across field, looking to start something. He found Peden, who found a rudder. He got away from the Kearney tackle. Now it goes to Simpson. He's running like a winger himself. Feeds it to Darren Albert. Oh, put a step on Ben Ronnie, which shook him out of his underpants, and he'll score behind the post. McDougall gets 4, as easy as you like. They go left again. John to McDougall, pouring into a gap. Here's John, tipping over the top. Davis will beat them to it. Goes that shoulder again. He really is battling at the moment. O'Brien fires it out the back and goes through the hands of Wynn to Kennedy. Here's trouble. McDougall on the outside of McGuinness. Lovely ball back on the inside from Kennedy to Tahu. And then back once more to Julian Bailey. A marvellous try by the Knights.
Played well. Now they're a chance. Albert does it again.
Here's again. Juggles this one. Fires it back on the inside to McDougall. Again to John, showing it one way, a ball to Gidley. They just work the spaces so well, and Albert is too quick for Shafovsky. Here's Wynn, running at them, at speed, gets it back to Kennedy, who picks up a hat-trick.
Now, a break made by Green.
What he made it was to backpedal the best part of 70 metres after going so close to scoring themselves. Simpson standing, offloading to Badeiras. He keeps running. Here's Bailey, back to Badeiras. Oh, scored, Danny, scored! Terrific try, what a great weekend. Here's O'Davis, he comes to the right where Johns is. He won't rubber, he'll look to the right for the 4th try of the game. I think he's got it. He has. And he breaks his own club record for most points in a single game for the Newcastle Knights.
Well, the little general return, and we'll talk about him a little bit later on, but there must be 16 other players in this side who are sick to death of hearing Joey Johns' name, because he is just, to everyone, he is the Messiah, the Guru. Is there anyone else playing in the Knights team?
Well, I suppose it may seem like that, but in the middle of that period where he was out, and we're at dire straits for a while, our kicking game wasn't going too good. Young Rudds and Gids were trying to do their best in the halves. Now people are saying, oh, we need Andrew Johns back. Then the call was, well, hang on, one man can't make that much difference. But he did. He's just amazing. He adds polish to the Knights sets of 6, like the little things that you just can't buy. Like, doesn't matter how good our set of 6 is, he'll put that little kick in, get us rolling on top. He's just invaluable. But you can tell from that footage how well Ben Kennedy played in attack, or the role that he played in attack. It was just huge. And Darren Albert, how good is he? We're going to miss him, that's for sure. And Julian Bailey.
Yeah.
Well, this NRL Grand Final is one of the most anticipated for some time. So we hit the streets to find out who everyone think will win.
Yeah, mate, been a Knights supporter since 1987. We done it in 97. We're going to do it again now in 2001. Here's Jason Taylor. That's 1 down, 12 to go. Go the Knights!
Go Parramatta!
I'd say it'd be close, say 16-14 even, but it's going to be a win to the Knights.
I don't really watch it much.
If they look it in the eye and really take it on, I reckon at the end of the day they're going to come out on top big time.
Freedom Knights 2001!
There's too much of it.
Oh, they're going to be slaughtered. They're going to wish they were electric so they could shock us to at least keep us down.
Parramatta! Go the Knights! Newcastle! Go the Eagles! Champions today!
I think it's pretty close. I think it's going to come down for the last 10 minutes. Either side's going to be pretty close. But I think we'll maybe win by about 6, 8.
One's blue eye, one red eye. I've got to say the Knights.
The Masters Games are perhaps the biggest sporting event ever to happen in this region, and follow on from a grand final win, well, it doesn't get any better than that.
The Knights, of course. I'd like to see Newcastle.
Oh, I mean, they're all good. I mean, I think if Johnsy fires on the day,
that'll certainly give them the advantage.
Watch out, Parramatta! We're going to get you!
Where's Parramatta going?
Go to West Tigers.
Everyone's going to party and it's just going to be a great feeling.
Andrew Johns. It was Paul Harrigan, but and it is still Paul Harrigan, but no, Andrew, definitely Andrew Johns.
Go the Knights.
Go again, that was a very complicated question.
30 to 10.
Go the Knights.
Well, I think it's going to be a tough game, and I think it'll be a close game, but I think the Knights are going to get there.
Do it well, I hope.
There's only one team that's going to win on Sunday.
And that is
you know
Newcastle.
that. That's Newcastle. The Knights. Come tonight.
Broncos.
This is my front door, all decorated. This is my new Knights jersey I got for my birthday today. This is some of my posters. I've got some autographs on them from some of the guys who've been in here lately. These helped me decorate the whole wall outside.
Go the Knights.
Go the Knights! Woo!
It's absolutely fantastic. Well, the NRL will be rubbing their hands together, knowing that Parramatta and Newcastle are in the grand final. The support by both teams is absolutely phenomenal. Now we welcome one of the true legends of the game, and a Parramatta legend, Ray Price. Ray, lovely to have you with us to add some balance to this discussion.
Well, I feel a little bit outnumbered here.
Well, you know all about grand finals, mate. Of course, 1-4 and 86. Just a perfect way for you to signal the end of your...
Some people try to take the game off us, but we were never going to stop playing.
There you go, mate.
Grand final.
Well, I knew Crow was retiring. No one knew I was going to call it up, give it up that year. So, I just kept staying out on the field. It was good. We walked. We did a walk of honour. It was something. It was great. They can never take it away from you. Memories.
And we are the champion. Like memories as a kid watching that grand final. That era was the era that I used to love as a kid watching. And that song, "We Are the Champions," still rings in my mind.
Write that for us.
He wrote it just for you guys, didn't he? That's what I thought actually when I was a kid. It was a fair song.
Well, Ray, as we said, both the NRL absolutely wrapped the Parramatta and Newcastle in the grand final. Both have fantastic support, and the support down Parramatta Way has been exceptional as well.
Well, they are the two best supported teams. You know, if you have a look at the crowd support, they're the two top ones. Their supporters are just unbelievable. And they've been, like, apart from Newcastle's little stumble at the beginning of the year, in the middle when you lost Andrew Johns, they've been very competitive.
All right, well, there's part of the crowd. That was the big night down at Parramatta Park. That was on Tuesday night, and the young players for Parramatta are absolutely revelling in all the accolades that they've been receiving. They only want one more. The thousands that came out to cheer on Parramatta at their supporters' rally midweek at Richie Benaway Oval certainly gave the Baby Eels plenty of confidence.
After what we've done this year, there's no reason why we shouldn't be confident. You know, we've had a big season. The form we put on the board, we won the minor premiership by 5 points. I think if we play to the best of our ability, then there's no reason why we can't win.
I think we started to build fairly early on, and I think you can see it's not only on the field that we've built some great stuff this year. I think we've had a really special relationship with our fans.
It'd be just the perfect finish on my career. You know, I've worked hard over the years, but I never thought in my wildest dreams that it could finish this way. But now that the opportunity is there, one thing's for sure, I'll be playing this game like it's my last.
Yeah, well, this team has been so good. I've got to ask you, Ray, is there any chinks in their armour? Like, statistically, they're the best Parramatta side ever for for and against. They nearly break the all-time record for the league as far as for and against. They won the minor premiership by a long way. Any chinks in the armour that you can see?
The only chink I can see is the coach. How much of a part of is he going to play in this?
As in, you mean like over-coaching?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, boys, we'll have a bit of a chat more after the break. Stay with us. After the break, we give you a taste of the grand final breakfast.
Newcastle are a very dangerous side.
It's like Groundhog Day, you know.
It's good to be playing Newcastle too.
Let's go the Mighty Knights.
And it'll be one game you can turn up with the grand final, saying you didn't turn up in 97.
Yeah, no, I won't be sitting at home in my lounge room having a sook this week. I'll be there.
Welcome to Saturday night's Lotto Draw with Alex Wildman.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Tonight we're playing for a total prize pool of $10,724,325. Our Division 1 prize tonight, $2,809,773. Well done to Brisbane, who won the AFL Grand Final today. And our first ball has landed, number 17. And remember to stay safe on the roads this long weekend if you're planning to get away and enjoy some relaxation time. Our second ball is number 14. Looking over tonight's Saturday Lotto draw proceedings are our Lotto officials and government representatives. And our third ball tonight is number 37. Last Wednesday night there were 4 lucky Lotto winners who shared in the night's jackpot First Division prize pool, our fourth ball 32. The winning tickets were purchased at Ambervale, Orange, Blaney and Gosford on New South Wales Central Coast. And here's our fifth ball, number 30. The Gosford ticket was an unregistered entry and the $280,000 prize remains unclaimed. Our sixth ball, number 40. Just a reminder that Monday night's Lotto draw is moving to next Tuesday due to the Labor Day long weekend. Our first supplementary, number 15. Tonight's winning Lotto numbers 17, 14, 37, 32, 30, 40. Our first supplementary is 15 and the second supplementary is 19. Congratulations to our lucky Lotto winners this evening. Lotto will be back at approximately 8:30 on Tuesday night. But until then, best of luck and I hope you have a great weekend. Good night.
If your home lender doesn't perform, switch to one that does. At Newcastle Permanent, we offer a variety of home loan packages tailored to your needs. Loans that start from 4.75% per annum fixed for 6 months with no establishment or account keeping fees. Backed by a branch network of friendly staff who will help you to own your home sooner. One call does it all. 131 987. Switch to Newcastle Permanent, your building society.
You'll find everything you need for spring at Bunnings Warehouse at the lowest prices every day. Like Fire Sentry Smoke Alarm, $8.48. 4-litre Wattle Solar Guard, $53.40. 400-watt Azito Hedge Trimmer, $75. Plugs 4-tier garden lights, $24.98. Oats Squeeze Mop, $7.98. And if you happen to find a cheaper price on a stocked item, we'll beat it by 10%.
Bunnings Warehouse!
Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Fantastic Furniture's best value bedding deals are on this long weekend. Save $100 on the Posture Support Queen mattress, just $199. Elegant Monique 4-piece package, just $399. Double bed, bedsides and mattress, just $399 the lot. Stylish Roxanne double bed reduced to just $179. Don't miss Fantastic's best value bedding deals this long weekend. 4-piece package, just $399. Double bed, $179. Queen mattress, save $100. This long weekend at a Fantastic Furniture store near you.
You can now replace your electric hot water system with a new style solar system and save up to 80% off your hot water bills. Call the people with the energy.
Here we go. Can't get better than the Hoggers bread. Everyone's up for a good time.
Salads are really good.
I love the salads, especially the chicken ranch.
The bar is excellent.
I do like those curly fries.
Yeah.
I love the salads.
Very filling. It's so big. It's a whole meal in itself.
The whole meal was magnificent.
Fun. It's lively.
Hogg's Bread Cafe.
Food with attitude.
Communication's everything to us. If we didn't have QE, we wouldn't need to get off the ground.
Not one problem at all with service. Absolutely excellent.
Westpac Rescue Helicopter is a local company. Okay, Newcastle, Westpac 1. And like the community who support us, local companies should support local companies.
It's healthy, so I'm pleased to see that QE is in the marketplace in our region, and I think they're doing a great job. I haven't had a phone call drop out. It's good gear.
Owning your home can seem a long way off. With a Newcastle Permanent Mortgage Minimiser, your home can be yours a lot sooner. Own a home, not alone, with a Mortgage Minimiser from Newcastle Permanent, your building society.
I think Mum and my brother and Dad and that, they're all trying to stay pretty cool for my sake.
No, Pop almost had a heart attack
when we got into the grand final last week. They've been coming to every game that I've played in actually, so they're just really pleased for me, and they'll be down there on Sunday. You know, in '97 I was there sitting on the couch, you know, eating a packet of chips, watching the grand final, and now I get to play a part with the boys and do play in the grand final.
Well, Newcastle's run into the semis was anything but ordinary. Sightings, a suspension and one incredible loss to the Tigers was followed by a near flawless run to the grand final qualifier.
Wide. Oh, Mark Hughes is over. Mark Hughes is over. Goes away to Simpson. Wide and goes to Gidley. Gidley gets through the tackle of Shepard and scores, and you would think that would be the try that would wrap it up for Newcastle.
Trying to link up. Hand in there from Kennedy. Here's McDougall now. Here comes the cover. Reed chasing hard. He's away from Reed. Carter won't get him. And Adam McDougall scored in the corner.
Johns, dummies way, then goes wide, picked up by Gidley. On it goes to Tahu, got around Lee's and will go in and score.
Robbie Davis throwing dummies. Now Johns out the back to Rudder. Here's Gidley. Another chance for the Knights. Tahu on his outside. They're lining up on the inside, so he kicks. McDougall will get a hat-trick if the bounce is good. It is.
No, it's young Hornby who made the tackle. Now they go back and away from Wynn. Wynn then goes through Rudder. Oh, what a take and what a try for Abraham.
But overall, I guess really very happy if we see another break. Possibly a try.
Mark Hughes, he will have the pace to get away from Luke Lewis, and Mark Hughes gets himself a double.
The McIntyre system of the NRL finals. Cronulla was the last night. Here is Johns, the hero. Comes to the last line. Away goes Ben Kennedy. Ben Kennedy goes in.
It's the final countdown.
Sedaris spears it across for Rudder. Rudder puts up a nice looking kick. They go up, they got the ball. Kennedy. Ben Kennedy has scored. And then they have gone out in an arm wrestle tonight. It is over. Newcastle has won it. Newcastle will go to their second grand final.
You see from that footage, we've got some team with some great individual stars. They've had some big years. But, Ray, I've got to ask you, the Eels are renowned for being a team that's worked together more so than the individual stars. If you had the choice, what would you pick? Would you pick a star-studded team or just more of a team that works together?
Oh no, I'll stick with the Eels side. They've been grinding away all year. They've done the job. You know, admittedly the Knights have got a few stars in, like the best player in the world, and then they've got 3 or 4 international players.
You're saying Danny Medeiros and Ben Kennedy and Joey are your top 3?
I think for the Knights to win, those 3 have to have huge games. And why I say Medeiros is because if Smith lets Brad Drew stay on the field for more than 20 minutes and lets the guy play, then Medeiros is going to have to stop him.
All right, well, the traditional grand final breakfast is always a big affair, and we took our cameras down to catch up with those who were there to get their thoughts on the week and, of course, who will win.
Chris, 1991 Sports Star of the Year on NBN. We're testing your rugby league knowledge here this morning. Who do you think is going to win the big one?
I reckon the Knights are going to win. I say that probably because they're sitting closer to me than Parramatta at the breakfast this morning, and certainly my safety is of prime concern to me. No, I saw them play a couple of weeks ago, and I must admit I haven't seen a lot of football this season. I thought they were in devastating form, and I said right then that I think they're going to win. Parramatta are obviously playing well. It's going to be a good game, but mate, I really think the Knights are going to get there this year.
The entire mid-north coast, including everyone in Taree, will be down for the match?
Yeah, I had to get a fair few tickets, and Mum and Dad bring down the clan, so it'll be great, and hopefully we do a victory lap.
Russell, who's going to win the big one?
Well, I might get run out of Sydney, but I've gone for the Newcastle Knights.
How important on Sunday will it be for Andrew Johns just to concentrate on his own game?
Yeah, definitely, especially by the reports today that they're going to apparently sledge me and carry on. So
you love that.
Oh, you know, if they want to waste their time on that, we've got so many other players to worry them. So I just got to stay relaxed, which I probably haven't been in the last month. And just learn little things get to me a little bit on the field. So I think if I'm relaxed and the rest of the side will be relaxed.
Should be a great battle between you and Danny.
Yeah, it will be. He's a great player, and he's been very good for Newcastle this year, and I'm just really going to try and do what I have been doing for the Parramatta side this year on Sunday night.
Well, I think it's going to be a very good game. I think it's very hard to pick a winner, actually. Both sides performing very well. Parramatta You look at last week's performance, to start as poorly as they did and yet still be leading at half-time shows a side that's got a lot of character and a lot of ability, and I think that might be enough to get them through.
So you reckon there'll be a fair bit of support from Lake Macquarie for Parramatta on the weekend?
Mate, I know my family and all my mates will be behind me, so that'll be good.
You look as though you've been through a couple of rounds already.
Oh, just a little bit of a couple of scars from last weekend, but we're fine, no problem at all.
And Griefy, that is one of the pleasing aspects of the Knights game in the last couple of weeks. The defensive effort has been sensational.
It has, Mikey. I think we addressed the situation about 4 weeks ago because we were conceding a lot of tries, and we've really worked on our defence over the past month, and it's starting to show now, and hopefully on Sunday night we can even improve a little bit more on that and keep Parramatta to a minimum.
Look, the head basically says Parramatta, the heart says Newcastle, and I think the heart can override the head this time on a passion, emotion and will to win, and playing with Michael Hagan in a grand final, and I think they've got the players. Are very impressive last week against the Sharks, so go the Mighty Knights.
Yeah, especially the Newcastle backs. I mean, class. They've got a lot of international players and, rep players, so it's going to be a tough game.
Well, if you're a betting man, you would be betting for a draw, but you've got to go where your heart is, and my heart's always been with the Newcastle club.
Make sure you get the Rabbit in.
Absolutely. Paul, first of all, congratulations on the rebirth of the Rabbits. Newcastle trying to build a tradition. The Rabbits have already got a tradition.
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about their taking the People's Tomb tag, but we'll let them have it for this week.
Do you think they can go all the way and win this one?
I hope so, yeah. I think, they deserve it. They've been fairly consistent. Yeah, Parramatta have done that too, but I've got a softer side for the Knights, I suppose.
If you would say to me that Newcastle were going to win in a tight one, I wouldn't be surprised. It'll come down to some individual brilliance from maybe Andrew Johns or a Gidley or a McDougall. Parramatta, I think, are such a professional, structured side. They should win the game, but it's going to be one of those great grand finals. Might be a 97 repeat where Manly looked like they were home and hose. Newcastle Knights snatched victory from the jaws of defeat with Darren Albert, so we could have another fairy tale.
Every cliche in the world.
He's got them all, the Falcon, he loves them.
Well, look, guys, at age 41, Bill Harrigan is going to look after his 8th game in the grand final. It's a record. He beats the great Darcy Lawler. Interesting stat, though. He's refereed 8 of Parramatta's games this year. Parramatta have won every one.
Won them all, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it is his refereeing style is going to be a crucial factor in this game?
Well, I do. Michael Hagan made sure of a few things going into this game. One was the play the ball, because Parramatta do tend to really do a good job in holding the play the ball down and also marking straight. But I tell you what, that's a great record to have under any referee, winning those amounts of games in a row. But look, he'll have a good game. But Newcastle, well, the ruck's got to be good. He's renowned, Ray, isn't he, for not wanting to stop the game. But at the same time, he's got to make sure he polices the play the ball.
A good referee should be seen and not heard, and I hope we don't hear anything bad about Bill Harrigan on that day. But hey, if Parramatta have been the top side all year, of course he's going to ref them 8 or 9 or 10 times.
True, yeah. And they're going to win, yeah.
And going back in those previous 7 grand finals that he has refereed, you've hardly seen Harrigan.
No, he's been good, and he prides himself on what Ray just said, not being seen or heard either. But he'll do a good job. But like you say, at the end of the day, we just hope there's no close decisions. We've had a few problems this year during the year with the video referee and calls coming over, so let's hope we get a free of that.
Well, Ray, we really appreciate you taking the time to come up and join us tonight, and there's no sense asking you who's going to win the grand final.
I think it's a 50-50 chance. I don't think there's going to be a great deal in it. Both sides play very similar football. Both forward packs, probably more so the Knights, don't get the credit for the work that they do. Parramatta are young, enthusiastic, they'll run into brick walls, so long as they're let play the game.
Ray Price, thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you.
And next we look at the most crucial player on the park.
They have gone out in an arm wrestle tonight. It is over. Newcastle has won it. Newcastle will go to their second grand final.
This Saturday, Sunday and Holiday Monday, Domain celebrates the footy final long weekend with massive savings on selected electrical and computers. 3 big days of massive bargains and special buys. All available 3 years interest-free. All this long weekend at...
Yeah, it'll be our first house.
Is that the bank guy?
No, we just wanted to know how much we could borrow as a couple.
Ask him how much we can borrow.
Okay.
Ask him about redraw.
Sorry. Yep.
Redraw. Ask him about redraw.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Why are you asking about redraw?
Ask him yourself. He'll be here in half an hour.
Which bank comes to you 7 days a week? Make it happen.
I thought I'd be helping myself, but I managed to help so many other people as well.
My mate said I'd be picking up litter. Well, I've had to pick up tons of the stuff to build this car.
Work for the Dole is working in your community. Authorised by the Commonwealth Government, Canberra.
Sue's many things, but lazy definitely isn't one of them. Sometimes I can get tired just looking at her, which can be a bit of a problem, because I still like looking at her.
Every day of your life, you never stop needing the unique combination of 10 essential nutrients found naturally in dairy. Dairy, the food of life.
A hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer. And the best cold beer is Vic. You can get it any old how. Matter of fact, I got it now. Victoria Bitter.
Hello, Harry. You called?
Yeah. I want to see 500 cars in the next 10 days.
Like what?
Like what? Like big shiny new ones.
How new?
I want to see stuff I ain't never seen before. I can't be seeing stuff I've seen before. Can I, boys?
No, Harry. You can't.
Now, what's the damage?
$13.50, Harry.
Son, that sounds like a steal.
Sydney Motor Show. $13.50 and you can see stuff you ain't never seen before.
Free your arms with new Impulse Antiperspirant. Keeps you dry.
It's Rumour's Clothing Sizzling Summer School Holiday Sale, and things are hotting up with jeans, tops and skirts, all clearing at unbelievable prices. Rumour's exclusive Mad Dog signature t-shirts are now only $20. Fantastic Grand Final supporters t-shirts now only $25. Plus a great range of girls' fashions, homewares, accessories and more must clear during the Rumour's Clothing Sizzling Summer School Holiday Sale, now on Fitzroy Street, Carrington. This Saturday, Sunday and Holiday Monday, Domain celebrates the footy final long weekend with massive savings on selected electrical and computers. 3 big days of massive bargains and special buys. All available 3 years interest-free. All this long weekend at...
Friday the 5th of October is Red Alert Day.
We need your help in the fight against leukemia and cancer.
A donation by you can make a big difference to help these kids and other leukemia sufferers.
Cancer is something that can touch us all, and by sending a donation to the Bone Marrow Donor Institute, you have the power to make a difference.
Whatever you can give us a chance.
For a Red Alert Day registration kit for your school or office, call toll-free on 1800 678 221.
You can make a difference.
It should be an interesting trip down. I think there's going to be a fair few spectators along the freeway.
Yeah, I'm a pretty good stylist, don't you reckon?
I think Knights are riding a big chance.
Newcastle, of course.
Newcastle for sure, mate, yeah.
I think they're all fantastic, and I think they'll do a great job for Newcastle, win, lose or draw.
Yeah, good comment indeed. Well, it's not by choice, but when you're touted as the best player in the world, the media spotlight is never too far away. Add to that sponsor commitments and the adoration of thousands of fans, and Andrew Johns really doesn't have much time to himself. And he knows better than most his game tomorrow night will be the most scrutinised of all.
Inside for Johns. Johns is over. Andrew Johns is over. Or maybe he isn't Marathon, the great man. Maybe God has come to Marathon. Johns has got one to beat. Johns is going to make it. Andrew Johns, the magnificent. Andrew Johns is a freak.
Well, I haven't been around a long time, but he is the best I've ever seen.
Their accolades only bestowed on one player in the game, Andrew Johns. Wherever he goes, action is sure to follow, and the media. As captain, it's expected, but as the world's best player, he knew he was going to be under plenty of scrutiny this week.
I think I'm starting to deal with it, I realise what goes with the territory.
Combined with his injury concern, the halfback has tackled just about every question thrown at him. However, he's yet to answer the one that may really count. Will the pressure of the weekend's battle get the better of him?
I think just try to leave my actions. If I'm relaxed, and everyone else will be relaxed.
By Thursday, though, the skipper had all but had enough.
Mate, it's been a really big couple of days, and it's like Groundhog Day, you know, every 10 minutes you get asked the same question, and it's just been tough. As I said, it just saps your energy.
It was the same day suggestions arose that if you sledge him, you can stop him.
He's just geeing up and pushing the mush.
You know, if they want to waste their time on that, we've got so many other players to worry him.
But whether he likes it or not, Andrew Johns is the key to Newcastle's chances. And statistics certainly tell the story. Newcastle has won 16 from 20 games when Joey's been on deck and lost 6 from 8 without their test halfback. Chief, it says it all.
It does. I think there's probably nothing to be said about Joey Johns. We all know how we feel about him, and look, I couldn't be any more proud of him. I think he's just the ultimate footballer, but it's been said enough. But he'll carry this pressure into this game, and he'll do everyone very, very proud. We've spoken about the 17 players from both sides, but 2 people who are going to hold a key to this game, I feel. Michael Hagan, the coach of Newcastle, Brian Smith, the coach of Parramatta. Yeah, you did right there. First on Michael Hagan, like being his first year in, he's done an exceptional job. He's a very calm type of a character, and that's had a good influence on the team. Gus Gould's the only other coach on his first coaching year to go through the grand final. Good omen, he won. And you see now on your screen there, Brian Smith. He's the ultimate professional. He really has tried every scenario possible for this team. He's tried different players, different kickers, and also on the dressing sheds here, Michael Hagan. He has a good affiliation with the players, a good communicator. Everyone's very, very happy, and it's just going to be the difference. A lot more pressure on Brian Smith than Michael Hagan, though. I think so. Like, he hasn't won a grand final, and he's been close very, very, a lot of times there, and I think he'll be feeling it a little bit. But like you say, as the difference is to Michael, first year in, it's all a bonus for him. But I just like the way that he does his business, Mick Hagan. He's taken him to the well twice, though, Brian Smith, like you say. Maybe case of third time lucky. Well, it'll be interesting to see how he feels. The players are going to be nervous, but he'll be feeling that, and whether he tries things a little bit different or whether he doesn't, or he goes a bit stiff himself, because you can feel it off your coach. If he's nervous, it comes across to the players. Jimmy, what about taking us back about 4 years? 1997, well, Rabs, few league lovers would forget that incredible September day when Newcastle won its first grand final in such dramatic circumstances. We'll take you back to relive those final few minutes that sparked weeks of celebrations in the hope the city may get to do it all over again tomorrow night. Still gets me. It still gets me, Fanny, and it's unbelievable. All right, chief summation of the 2001 grand final. Yeah, like that 97 grand final, we were underdogs. We hadn't beaten Manly 11 times. We were underdogs, whether you like it or not, to win. And I like that. Grand finals all won on emotion. And I think that passion and the reason why you're out there is the key. And Newcastle still have that for my mind. Wherever you got Andrew Johns in your side, you're always a chance. Wherever you got the supporters like we have, you're also a chance. I just think that we can bring it together and we can win this one. And again, it'll come down to the reason why you want to win, because it's going to get tough. I just think we can do it. Jimmy, it's been a wonderful week. Certainly has, mate. And the build-up and the emotion, it's hard not to get drawn in by it and really be sucked in, especially living in Newcastle, reporting on the team. The head says Parramatta. Obviously, it blues with the heart quite often, but I can't split them. There'll be something on. Well, we just want to thank you both. Jim, thanks very much. It's been a fabulous week reporting, and the team have done a great job. Well done. And Chief, I know you're just probably looking forward to Thursday to have a sleep after if the Newcastle win, then the grand parade and whatever. It's been a big week for you two, but we want to thank you very much for being involved. My pleasure. Well, of course, we go to the stadium about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for the big clash. Then we'll go right through till 6 o'clock. Then the news and 60 minutes and back to Stadium Australia at 7:30. Thanks, Ray Price. Thanks, Tony Butterfield, Jimmy and Chief. Good night.
Parramatta. Newcastle, the only best team.
There's only one team to win. That's Newcastle.
got the Great Aussie Bite, the Great Aussie Pie, and the Great Aussie Call. Right now, by joining Kui before September 30 for either phone, mobile or internet access, you are instantly in the draw to win the Great Aussie Six-Pack, including a 6-day Great Aussie Outback adventure with Dakota National Air, valued at over $12,000. Plus, there are other Great Aussie prizes to be won. Simply join Kui now and you could win.
Kui, make the change. Is there anything you can bring to the house?
All you need is a pan and McCain stir and serve, with tender chicken included, for a complete meal.
So are you a chef?
Monsieur. Simply stir and serve. McCain, you've done it again.
My shot.
No.
I'll get this. Get back in the car, Sam.
But Al, you...